So basically what we're going to do is we are going to go to celtx.com, celtx.com, and I'll put the link in our, oops, let me log out. I'm already logged in. I'll put the link in our chat or something like that. Let's see if I can slide this down. There we go. So when you get to celtx.com, all you got to do is right here in the thing is drop in your email, or if you are signed in to Google, if you use Google for stuff, you can use that. But most people, I think, are going to be using just signing up by putting their email. So let me get a quick fakey email so you guys can see what's going on. And basically, I'm doing this from scratch. So I put in my email in the box. Right, that's my email today. And I hit sign up. And basically then it's saying, hey, we have to verify your account before you can do anything, and it asks for a code. So if I go to my email, oh, hey, there's the code, 899265. So I can come back here, slap that in, and boom, it recognizes me. It asks me for a name. I'm going to make my name video, and my video guy 1. And my password's going to be, I don't know, something top secret. And I'll be using this for school. And it asks you what your role is in education. Just put student and just put school. After that, you can skip the next things. So here, start your first project. Are we doing film and TV, video games, multi-column, or stage play? We're doing film and TV, and it's asking us for a project name. So, and you can change this name later, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to call it project because I'm lame. Hit start. And that's how fast it goes. You already, boom, you have a celtx account. You just log in and you're here. So this is your main screenplay editing place. And it looks like, look, they even have like a, let's see, they even have a little guided tour you can take, but I'm going to give you the guided tour right now so you guys don't have to do the one from them. So basically, everything that you need to control celtx is this little drop-down box right here. So you see scene heading, action, character, dialogue, parenthetical, transition. They have a couple other things like act, shot, and text, but that's for stage plays and stuff like that. We don't need those. So scene heading, and when it starts, when you start a project, the default first choice is scene heading because it knows that is how you need to begin a screenplay. So I am going to let's I don't know, let's come up with a location. Any location is fine. I'm gonna do exterior, top of Eiffel Tower night. You see that celtx automatically capitalized it for me, and that was really helpful. The next best thing about celtx is as soon as I push return, it knows that it should automatically change my drop down to action. It does it for me when you transition from a scene heading or a slug line. It automatically transitions to action. So let's see here. Beautiful, and it takes off the capitalization in action description, which is nice. And I'm a bad speller, but it's got spell check. So a beautiful starlit night, romance is in the air. Romantic music plays as two lovers are at the top of the tower. That works. If I push return again, it stays with action. It assumes that you're just going to kind of keep describing things until you're ready to be done. So I'm going to change it to character, and you see it moves a little cursor to the middle of the page. And so I'm going to name my character Jimmy. And when I push enter after character, it assumes that you will be writing dialogue next. So it automatically changed it to dialogue. So he's going to say, you're so beautiful. Your eyes sparkle. Something really like the stars in the sky. There we go. If I push return after dialogue, it assumes that you're going to be having a kind of a back and forth dialogue between two characters. So it changes my drop-down box back to character, and then I can go with Sally. And then if I push return, it assumes that she's going to speak, and she's going to say, It's I can't believe you brought me to Paris. I love you. I don't know. I'm a bad dialogue writer right now. I haven't really thought too hard about this. The other thing that's nice is if you write the letter J now in a character, it brings up Jimmy's name. It's like, oh, you're probably going to write Jimmy. So you just have to write J and push enter. It makes it Jimmy and push enter again, which is really handy. Like if you had a character named like Professor Farnsworth Chatsworth the third, right? You don't want to have to type that out every time. You just write the P for professor, and then you could fill his name in. So that makes it really, really easy. And then actually, let's do this. Let's go after Sally, and then we're going to change this to action. Boom. Jimmy gets down on one knee. Sally gasps. Right, Jimmy, and he says, "Sally, would you do me the honor?" And then I'm going to go back to action. Jimmy's phone rings. Jimmy says, hold on, Sally. I have to take this. Let's see. Action. Jimmy answers the phone. Nods knowingly. Looks at Sally with sadness in his eyes. Hangs up the phone and jumps off the top of the Eiffel Tower, falling a bit. Jumps off the top of the Eiffel Tower. He falls, but halfway down, his parachute opens and he floats away. Let's see here. Sally cries. If you push enter twice, it automatically kicks back to scene heading. So I'm going to go to the next scene, which is interior, Jimmy's house, day. I don't know, what do I want to call it? A broski's, yeah, what a turn of events. A very sparsely decorated house with a few superhero posters on the wall. Superhero posters, and I can't spell hung crooked on the walls. How do I want to do this? Let's see, Jimmy. Jimmy says, "I can't believe you got it, bro." And Jimmy's friend Johnny says, "Yep, got the PS5 early. Stole it from Sony directly. We're the first people to have it." And then Jimmy says, "PS5, so much better than girls." I don't know. And then I'll go to my transition, fade to PS5 logo. And actually, I'm going to add Jimmy. I'm going to add a parenthetical up here. I'm going to add a parenthetical Jimmy, full of them. How do I want Jimmy to say, "Sally, would you do me the honor?" Like on the verge of tears. Yeah. There we go. Now we're in business. So that's a pretty good little one-page screenplay, right? I think we all kind of have the idea of what this would look like. Well, you gotta have the punchline, Caleb. You know it. And I mean, you could, yeah. You got this beautiful scene on top of the Eiffel Tower, just romantic light. They could both be dressed to the nines, and right at that moment, he's like, "What?" It jumps off, and then it's like, I just have this I don't know. I might want to rework this scene at Jimmy's house, but I want it to be like, why would you go from this beautiful location to to this janky apartment. Like I imagine like a guy just still in college, you know, like a college kid's apartment, that just looks really terrible. You know, but they have the PS5. They got the PS5 early. And he's out, right? Bye Sally. PS5, I'm gone. So yeah, but you see how quickly celtx moves things around for you. It's really nice. Like if my cursor is up here on the line of Beautiful Starlit Night, and then I change the drop down box to scene heading, you see it changes it to be all capitalized. So if you accidentally make a mistake, just put your cursor on that line and change it to whatever it is. Oh, now it's action. Like I could put my cursor on Jimmy and change that to a scene heading, or change it back to character because I messed up, right? If you want to go back, like if I want maybe I need a line after hold on Sally, I need to take this. I want Sally, and I want her to, in a parenthetical, kind of, what would a good emotion be for Sally here? Kind of angrily, or not angry, surprised, with surprise, right? Surprised. And she could say like, say what now? I don't know. And I should capitalize that. Let's say I should capitalize my beginning of sentences. I'm bad at that, but there we go. So, right, so it's pretty easy to go back, modify, change things, you know, but you want a good mix of dialogue and action. It shouldn't just all be dialogue. It should be a good mix. And there's even like this is kind of cool navigation. You can just jump quickly between your scene headings. So if you have a big long movie, you can just jump easy between scene headings. Like I said, it keeps track of all your characters, which is really nice. And it's pretty fancy. Now the other thing is if you go back to, you hit this little triangle here in the upper corner, it'll take you back to this project, which when you sign up, they give you access to all of the tools within celtx, like a breakdown, a catalog, a budget, index cards, storyboards, shot list, schedule, call sheets. But after I think 2 weeks, all of those fancy things go away, and only the screenplay version, only the screenplay section stays free. But that's all we need, which is good. All the other things cost money. None of that noise. So if I hit the little house here, you can see this is my project. You can add a little icon to this project, you know, so if you can, you know, if I want to choose an image, this is my movie, right? And hit OK to that. There we go. I can change my little picture for me. And I can go to settings and change my little icon. And then one of the best things is you can share it. So you just put in the email of the other like that your group mates had put in for their account, and then that way they'll all have access to the script as well, which is really nice. You can create a new project. You can have up to 3 projects, but I've also found out that within a project you can just create multiple screenplays within one project. So that's a way to get around the 3 screenplay limit, is just to have multiple screenplays within one project. So it's pretty nice. It works very easily. You just click it. It's all saved in the cloud, loads back up. There it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So what we're going to do is I think I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to put an assignment in just to create your account. And you guys can just kind of play around with it, but I'm not going to put an assignment on you to write a screenplay yet. I want to do a little bit more kind of setup with that next class. So I'm going to make an assignment right now for you guys just to create your account at celtx. And that will be your homework. So let's go back here, and let's go here, and let's go here, and like that. So homework will be to create your celtx account and don't lose the password. Make sure you remember the email you used and the password you used. That's the other kind of not weird thing about celtx, but if I log out, when you come back, it's this little sign in button here. You think like, oh, I just throw my email in here once you have an account, but no, you have to click sign in up here, and then you put in your username and password. This is the sign up box right here. So it's right on the front of the page of celtx, celtx.com. So you sign up right there, and then when you're back the next time, you click sign in the upper corner there. So I'm going to make that assignment. Does anyone have any kind of, if you have a question about signing up for an account, or if you have trouble signing up for an account, you can message me later. You guys don't have to write anything in the script yet. You can just kind of mess around and click and figure out. You could personalize your picture and all that kind of good stuff. But I just want to make sure that we all have accounts and that we all have access to that site before next class, because next class we will begin writing together and coming up with stories. So that's maybe put the link in the chat. Yeah. Boom. Oops, I guess I should make the W's so you can click it. There we go. All right, let me stop the recording now. Boom.